And good morning. And my name is Paul K. Welcome to Saturday Mornings Outdoors. Thanks for coming along. Well, the seasons have changed, and we are going to be pheasant hunting, giving it a shot. This is not early in the morning. I'm trying a little different strategy here. If you check on the Division of Fisheries website, you can see what areas are stocked in your area, and this particular one stocked a few times a week. So I'm going to give this a shot just as a preemptive season opener, as opposed to going up against, not that I mind it, but 150 other guys when the sun just peaks over the horizon. So it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and this is a really nice area, and southeast Mass, and it's starting to get autumn, and we're gonna getting me some chicken in the pot. So stay tuned and let's see how this develops. Trail boss. And typical New England countryside brushy area. Remember, the pheasant are in here. They're not on the trail. So you gotta get up in here and kick stuff up. And that's the name of the game. And the name of the game is to flush them, let them fly away, or try to fly away, and you shoot them. You give them a sporting chance. No ground shooting, no tree shooting, unless you're really hungry, basically. But I'm using 12 gauge single shot. Give them a chance. They're easy birds to hit. Famous last words. And number 4 shot. And we're giving it a run through. Trees are starting to change in the lowlands. A little late this year. Prime time for pheasant. The best pheasant conditions would probably be, in my estimation, when all the trees leaves are down. And as you can see, all the rain we had this year, most of the stuff ain't even turned yet, but it is what it is, and it's pheasant season, and that's how we roll. And there are indeed pheasant here. I heard cackling, and that's great. It's a great thing. So what I'm a firm believer in is, let me just get it, game calls, and I've used this successfully many times. It's a pheasant call. It's an old one, but a good one. And now how this works, I'm a firm believer in all game calls. They all work. I'm going to actually do a video on just the game calls. I have a good, quite extensive collection, and just read the directions and learn how they go, how they work. This particular one, you just make a sound like, it's basically described as cut, 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 like that, and it sounds something like this. And that is basically when the pheasant are released. They're farm-raised pheasant, and they want to regroup, and that's basically a regroup sound. And I have had literally calling them in like a deer. I've used that a few times, only a few times in my life, but literally a few minutes later they come strutting into view, just looking to gather up, just like any flock of birds. But good faith in the calls. They all work, and let's see what happens here. You get up deeper in off the trails as you're hunting, looking for game, and you see some wondrous stuff. And look at the moss on that. Just stunning. And you ain't gonna see this nowhere else. You gotta get in here. You know, this is why it's so worth it. Every adventure is different, and it's an adventure, and you're gonna see stuff you've never seen before. Looks like fur, doesn't it? It's moss, that's all it is. But great beauties in these fields and woods. You gotta open your eyes and get out here, and while you're getting food, you're getting an education. But that is something. So there are pheasant here. A fox got this, so this was what I like to call a puff zone. Someone got it. You ain't gonna see this stuff anywhere else, man. This is the bonus, besides the meat. That stuff you don't want to go near. That's those stickers. They stick all over you, and that's how they broadcast their seeds. But it is what it is. And the milkweed is probably the best wind direction indicator you could possibly have, and that is, you get a handful of this stuff, and it's so lightweight. And they try to say this in the stores and powders. It's right here in nature, and it's just a wind indicator for, you know, deer hunting or any kind of hunting. And here it is right here. These are actually cattails, and when they go past the brown part, they puff out like this, and get a pocket full of that, and that's your free wind indicator. And you ain't gonna get anything more delicate than that. No powder's gonna come close to the truth of that. And it's all right here. So this is a real one. I don't know whether a Yodi or a hunter got that. Well, the hunter looked like he plucked it right here. But feathers everywhere. Right? Yes, they are here. And I also heard them too, so it's a good zone. Literally 4 feet in front of me, and he was on the ground, and I'm hunting him now. He's just a runner. He's just literally 4 feet in front of me. Saw that white-eyed, white ring eye, and daggone it, and they just melt. They're just gone, you know. I'm trying to kick them up now. So taking a break. Hey, I saw one anyway. It's relatively frustrating without a dog sometimes. Without it, I mean, it's totally possible. Hopefully I'm gonna show you. I do it every year, but it's that bird was 5 feet in front of me, and they just melt away. And plus they got surprise on them on their side, you know. I mean, he just disappeared, and I hunted that quad. But I'm gonna go back out, taking a little break. It's a lot warmer than I thought it was today, and I overdressed. I didn't think it was gonna be this warm. But I'm better off having this thick stuff on for the stickers, you know, pushing around through that brush. But taking a little break in trail ball. So we round 2, and this is what it consists of. We're wading through the main path over here, but the birds are in here. I don't even have my chaps today, and I'm doing okay though. But you just wade on through and wait for the flush, or you see movement and then try to kick them up. That's pretty much the idea. You take your time and just let the chips fall where they may. Basically, kind of fun as I hunt along. There's just a flock of these smaller birds. I can't really see what they are. They're some type of sparrow, I think, but they're just hunting, doing grids, just like I am. Probably feeding on some type of bugs over this meadow. And there's a whole bunch of them, and they're all working. And there's a way off in the distance, I doubt this camera will pick it up, but that's a turkey vulture, and he's looking for food. So tons of life here, and I'm trying to selectively get Mr. Pheasant. Yep, this is so country. The old fridge out in the middle of nowhere. The power of the shotgun. It blasted a lot. It looks like buckshot. The other side looking like the entrance wounds. Look at that one. What the hell? Boys will be boys. There's some smaller shot. That's the buckshot. Well, alrighty then. Just looking inside here. It had entrance and exit. Apparently just penetrates right on through. I guess they don't build fridges that well. To be bulletproof. I know. Shut up and hunt. This is interesting. I don't want to give my location away. I'm in Southeast Mass, but I'm not seeing any other hunters' boot prints in this field anyway. And I saw pheasant with my own eyes, and I saw parts of pheasants, so I know it's stocked. I'll keep this one to myself. So look at the colors, like here, it's barely starting for the most part. The pocket over there, straight ahead. And this is the second week of pheasant, so we're like behind. First year I've ever seen it behind. And we're approaching the height of the rut too. It is written in stone to the day. It is November 4th to around November 24th or 25th. That's the height of the rut. That doesn't mean the rut doesn't extend before and after, but biologists have figured out in our area, Massachusetts and New England area, to the day, the height of the rut starts November 4th. Write that down. If you like hunting the rut, and you'll see deer acting weird next couple of weeks. This is October 20th, so start to see deer gathering up, acting weird, and that's because it's their mating season. But rambling on. That is something. A beautiful bird. Beautiful bird. This is your cock ringneck pheasant. Spectacular. So my strategy paid off. This is an off day, and I chose online. I've hunted most of these areas in my area, Southeast Mass, but I picked the one with the highest stock frequency and hunt on an off day, man. There's, oh look, more feathers right there. Someone else busted one here. There's more, there's no tracks. There's no, usually there's footprints. You know, tons of other hunters have been here. I don't see any. Up near that fridge where I was showing you up in this direction, well, not that it matters, but I'm seeing birds, you know, lots of birds, and I've been here for about 2 hours, and yeah, baby, Pheasant for supper tonight, or in the upcoming future. But strategies, man, you know, hunt areas where other guys ain't hunting. Don't go on Saturday morning, and this is gonna be my new favorite spot. And even though you guys see it, hopefully millions see this, but this is going to be held close to my vest, this area. Sir, you're closed. You can't come in here like that. But there it is, chicken in a pot, baby. And yeah, you can see with the number 4's rule. I mean, he fell right down and caught him there and come out the other side, and it just dropped him. But beautiful, fresh pheasant. All the pin feathers will be taken care of with flame. But it's a good looking bird. And let's see what happens next. And so I'm back at the car. I just want to show you what this custom thing that I do. So every bird, every pheasant I get, I take one tail feather, and I made this up. And that's probably it's a few years old, but that represents one pheasant for every one I bagged, and I just stick this that number 1. Hopefully many more is to come. And also another cool thing I wanted to show you was these are the legs of the pheasant. So if you stand them up like that, get them in a position, put some salt, a bunch of salt here, and that'll dry out nicely, and rigor mortis will set in, and they'll stay in that position. They'll harden and they'll stay in that position. This is a very cool thing. And then you mount them on a piece of wood this way, and they can hold your bow or or arrows, or it's a very unique kind of thing. And you attach the end to a piece of wood. You got both legs up there, and it'll hold your bow and your arrow. But so I'm gonna go back out, and but that will be this edition. I hope you like this edition. It was a big thrill for me, and man, it felt good. That is fun. That is a fun thing when they flush, man. That is one of my favorite kind of favorite styles of hunting, as I smoothly speak. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Jesus, for letting me get that pheasant. And hopefully this is just the beginning of many more. And if you like, subscribe. And my name is Paul K. This has been Saturday Mornings Outdoors. And we'll see you out here. Get out here. Trail Boss, let you know.